Mental health is built on emotional experiences that accurately help us interpret the environment and our interactions with it. To be mentally healthy, we do not have to be like everyone else. Being true to ourselves leads to greater satisfaction in life than normal social conformities. Also, being mentally healthy does not mean we never feel angry, anxious, confused, depressed, overwhelmed. These are normal human emotions.
Mental health consists of different conditions that can affect one's moods, behaviors, and/or thinking. In the next couple of examples of well-known mental health, you can see that not only does it target someone's way of thinking, but it also affects their actions. And the common stigma held around mental health is that it's all in the person's head, while in reality, it's a medical condition that they are suffering with. So for example, depression is a persistent, depressed, and low mood state that causes a great impact on their daily life. The depression is leaving them in an impairment from their regular lifestyle and causing an everyday struggle for them to function normally. And they're just in a slump and they're not themselves and they're just struggling to continue on with basic living necessities.
A number of ways that you can deal with your mental health, such as being active, eating well, doing things you like, simply just taking time off for yourself to think about yourself and what you need. And though it does seem like the generic option, talking to people does help because they can give you info that you never would have thought of before, and just broaden your scope of the life around you.
Anxiety disorder is another one. It's a constant feeling of worry or fear that absorbs a person's every interaction and or thought, which allows them to overthink their daily activities, leaving them in a state of worriness and fear.
School has affected my mental health more last semester than this semester because it was all new to me and it was like really stressing me out with all the work and adjusting to college.
In-person schooling hasn't affected my mental health because we were so used to being inside and not in public, so they're coming back in person, having to see everyone, affected my social anxiety, and it's harder to get things done.
Some tips I could offer to other students to better their mental health would be don't overthink and plan out your week in advance. Like if you know you have something due next Tuesday and it's Wednesday, start a little bit every day so you don't overload yourself.
I feel like if you just believe in yourself, I feel like that's all I can say, to be honest. I just keep telling myself I can do it.
Another type of mental disorder would be PTSD, which is also known as post-traumatic stress disorder. It's usually a person after experiencing a traumatic event. They might experience PTSD and they have difficulty overcoming this event, and certain triggers within their daily lifestyle can make this event replay in their head, or what they were feeling in that moment that the event happened occur again, and it stops them from proceeding on with their regular lifestyle. Other mental illnesses also range from eating disorders to sleeping disorders to schizophrenia to even claustrophobia. These are all different types of mental illnesses that cause a person to halt in their lifestyle and not continue on with their day.
Another important aspect is sleep, because sleep and mental health actually do go hand in hand. This is especially common among teens and college kids because they do tend to stay up late all the time and then crash hard when they eventually do go to sleep, which is why you always see them in the morning with like coffees or anything to get their head in the right space before the day starts.
Emotions are patterns of brain activity that are spontaneous or in response to what you experience. Emotions generate a sense of pleasantness or unpleasantness. Coping strategies are what to deal with the emotional distress that comes from not having your needs met. In the course of your lifetime, about 17% of Americans experience an episode of depression. The American College Health Association reports that nearly half of college students feel sufficiently depressed at some point during the year. and that they have trouble functioning. About 17% are depressed enough to have to require treatment, like medicine or therapy or other forms of treatment. Depression can occur as a normal response to the loss of something that a person values or is attached to, such as a loved one, a job, good health, self-esteem, a friendship, a bond, anything. And some people, major episodes of depression are accompanied by periods of mania, resulting in a condition referred to as bipolar disorder. Several types of medications are available to treat depression, bipolar disorder, and many other types of depressions. Widely prescribed medications are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs. Other medications include tricyclic antidepressants or monoamide oxidase inhibitors.
This allows the individual to lose their sense of reality in a way, and these episodes can last from days to even months at a time. When they're going through these episodes, they're not really aware of their surroundings or what's going on. They're just having it's not mood swings in a sense, it's highs and lows that's causing them an impairment from continuing on with their life and their daily activities.
I'm here with
Riley?
Okay, my first question is, has someone you know personally been affected by mental health?
Yes.
What are ways that you've tried to help them?
Recommendations for therapy and medication?
Okay, and do you think there's a big stigma around mental health?
Definitely.
All right, yo, I'm here today with my boy Mike. Say what's good, Mike.
What's up, bro?
All right, he's feeling great right now. So Mike, everyone has their bad days. Everyone's down in the dumps. What do you do when you're having those bad days? You're having those bad times. Head's not right. What's good?
I normally just listen to music. Like, when I listen to music, it helps me feel a lot better. Sometimes I exercise, like going to the gym, like sometimes running, stuff like that. Yeah, it will really help you.
You heard it from the man himself.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm here with
Megan?
Okay. My first question is, have you known someone personally who's been affected by mental health?
Yes, many.
What are some ways you've tried to help them?
Validating their feelings and telling them that it's okay.
And do you think there's a big stigma around mental health?
Absolutely, 100%.
When it comes to mental illnesses, there are a billion different ways a person can cope to better their mental health and even proceed on with their lifestyle while having a mental illness. And when it comes to bettering one's mental health, every person finds their own coping mechanism to help them better this lifestyle, whether it's getting enough sleep, cleaning up your living space, praying, getting your favorite meal, to even calling out of school or work one day. All of these different coping strategies can benefit one's mental health, even if it seems small. It allows them some positivity into their life and throughout their day, giving them a mental health boost, not only preventing some mental illnesses from worsening or even just giving them that boost they needed for their mental health.
Worrisome aspects of depression is the risk of suicide. In the United States, suicide ranks among the 10 most frequent causes of death, accounting for approximately 42,000 deaths per year. The risk of suicide is associated with panic disorder, social phobia, PTSD, bipolar disorder, and adult attention deficit hyperactive disorder, which is ADHD. Among young people ages 15 to 24 years old, suicide ranks third behind accidents and homicides as causes of death. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among college students, although the suicide rate among college students is about half of their non-college age peers. If you're thinking about suicide or are worried about a friend or loved one or would like emotional support, the National Suicide Prevention Line is 1-800-273-8255 and is a national network of local crisis centers that provide free and confidential emotional support to people in need or think their friends or loved ones need help. So please don't hesitate to reach out.
Why it's important to raise awareness on this topic. Mental health has recently become less stigmatized throughout the years, allowing for more and more people to talk about it. This not only caused for more awareness to be raised, but gave the confidence to more people to go and seek help. More and more people have realized that mental health plays such an important role in everyday life, and it isn't just about one's physical health anymore. Raising awareness not only can save more people and allow them to get the help and medication that they need, but can also prevent other mental illnesses from worsening or even developing. Not only can mental illnesses come from genetics, but these things can be prevented with the right help, the right communication, and the right resources that are made available.
It's just important to remember that even if you are having tough times, there are people out there willing to help you, sit down with you, get through whatever you're going through with you. So all that takes is just a call, just putting out a hand. It could be anything. Just let people know. People are out there willing.